What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is Ab the Petite over here playing some Risk Global Domination. Yes, I'm back on YouTube. I know all of my viewers have been waiting for this moment for all of 2.5 years or whatever it's been since I posted last. But no need to worry, I'm back. And I'm playing some Risk today. This is a game I've been getting into quite a bit actually the last few months. I've been having a lot of fun with it, so yeah, I'm excited to share the gameplay, and I hope you enjoy it. So today we're playing some progressive cards Risk. I'll explain a bit later what that means. On the classic map, we have a 5-player game. I am in the second position, and interestingly, White decides to not attack anybody. That's a very significant move, because it means that White does not get a territory card on their turn, which means that what they're trying to do is get a better card trade by doing this, and I'll explain how in a minute. But what it means is that I should probably also skip and not get a card. So I'm going to try to maintain my Japan position, and I'm going to skip. I'm going to fortify some of my troops and consolidate. So the way progressive cards works is that in Risk, every time you make a successful attack, well, once per turn, if you make a successful attack on your turn, then you get a territory card, and this is where the cards will show up. Now those cards can be traded in, if you have a set of them, if you have 3 that match all each other, or if you have one of each different type of territory card, then those cards can be traded in for bonus reinforcements at the start of your turn. Now in progressive, the value of those reinforcements increases as the game goes on. That's why it's called progressive. The other game mode in Risk is called fixed, in which case the value of the trade stays the same the whole time. But in progressive, it starts at 4, as you can see here. That's the bonus at the beginning of the game, and then it goes to 6, to 8, to 10, 12, 15, and then from 15 it goes +5 every time. Now, if everybody attacks and gets a card on their turn, then what will happen is White will have the 4 trade, I'll have the 6, Purple will have the 8, Green will have the 10, and Yellow will get the 12. So White will get the worst of it, basically. So the reason they skipped is that they were hoping that everybody else would attack, and that once you get to 5 cards and you're forced to trade in, that I will be forced to trade in on 5 cards before they will. So that everybody else will trade in, and then they will trade in last and get the 12 set. But their plan did not work, because I noticed that they didn't get a card. So I skipped as well, and now I'm in position to get the highest card trade. As it stands right now, Purple is the first person to get a card, so they will get the 4, Green will get the 6, Yellow will get the 8, White will get the 10, and I will get the 12. So I've put myself in quite a good position already. It looks like while I've been jib-jabbering about cards in progressive, Yellow has taken Australia. I'm going to maintain a 3-position play here in North America, in the Middle East, and in Japan. So let's add a couple in Japan just to strengthen that one. I can get my attack in North America and consolidate. I like to hold this territory specifically Ontario in North American progressive games. It's kind of right in the center of the continent, which is nice because you can attack from anywhere and you're also not really in anyone's way. Unless Purple tries to take North America, which it looks like they might just be doing. I'm not sure. I think that stack should be safe. You do not generally want to invest a lot of troops in taking continents in progressive cards, because the value of the cards pretty quickly becomes more valuable than the continent. So it's actually really, it would be a very bad idea for Purple to try to take North America, because they'd have to invest something like 12 or 15 troops just to take it in the first place. And even if they do take it, they probably wouldn't hold it. So it would just be a very poor investment on their part. So I expect they won't try to take it. If they do, then it's their loss. And it's also my loss, because I'd lose a 6, which would be pretty bad. But hopefully that doesn't happen. never know how good your opponents are going to be in this game. It's one thing you can't really account for. If I get any strong indication that purple does want to take North America, then I'll move out as quickly as I can. But until then, I think I'm just going to hold tight. So white's doing a similar thing to myself, maintaining multiple positions. They have a 4-position play: North America, Africa, Asia, and Europe. White's playing this pretty well. White might be my strongest opponent, given that they card skipped, they're trying to get away with stuff. And they're also maintaining multiple positions, which is a tell that they're pretty good. So I'll add a couple here. And I'll add here as well. And then what I'll do is I'll get this 2 out of the way of yellow. So they're going to want to attack that. Just try to conserve troops as much as possible, consolidate. And then ideally I'll move this 9 down into Eastern Africa, unless green starts indicating that they want to take that. Looks like purple instead is going to go for South America, which is kind of what I expected them to do from the outset. They looked like they were kind of angling to do that. So they take South America, and it looks like they guard with a 10 stack in Mexico, and a 5 in Brazil. Okay, fair enough. So we have yellow taking Australia, we have purple taking South America. These smaller continents, you see them getting taken pretty often. Let's see if I lose this. I do. Yeah, so it looks like green might want to be taking Africa. And so that is what it is. I'll still try to maintain this 3-position play, with 1 in the Middle East, 1 in Japan, and 1 in North America. And the reason I'm doing that is to make myself harder to kill. So in progressive, because the value of the card trade goes up as the game progresses, so to speak, it actually pretty quickly becomes profitable to start trying to kill your opponents to get their cards. So yellow locks my 9 stack in India, which is not a good move. I wanted to move this stack into the Middle East to get farther away from yellow, but yellow might have felt threatened by that. The thing is, if they felt threatened by that, then why would they lock my stack there? I'm not sure. I don't have all the answers. Yellow is taking a continent, which is a tell to me that they are not the strongest player. So I won't add anything to the 9. I'll just consolidate this stack in Irkutsk into Japan and hold tight. I've consolidated all of my exterior troops into 3 main stacks in different positions on the map. But if possible, I'd like to move this 9 away from not just yellow, but also from my other 9 stack, because I want to have as much distance as possible between my positions in order to make myself harder to kill. The other nice part about being spread out in progressive is it makes it easier for you to kill others. It would be impossible for me to kill white. Well, for example, it's almost impossible for yellow to kill white, right? Because yellow would have to take out its position in Ural, in Irkutsk, in Africa, and in North America, and they're just not even in North America at all, right? So that makes it pretty difficult. Now green is giving white a chance to move out. He's basically saying, get out of my way or I'm going to slam you. Expect white will probably evacuate pretty quickly. I didn't notice. When did green set? Looks like green has already traded in cards. Yeah. Green traded in early to get the 4 trade. That's another tell that they're not very good. The best way to handle the early game cards is to wait as long as possible. As you saw, white skipped in order to get a higher card trade. Green, in their lust for Africa, traded in early, so they got the 4 trade, whereas they were set to get the 6 trade. And if they had skipped, then they could have gotten the 12 trade even, but they didn't notice that white and I skipped. So, pretty poor play from green overall. Trying to take a continent, not worth it. Trading in early, also not worth it. Did yellow make an attack? It looks like they did. Yes, yellow did get a card. They're now on 4. White will probably get out of Africa. 2 attacks. Would have been easier to go through North Africa there, but... Oh, and they sit with the 7 and the 6. I don't like that play from white, because green pretty clearly wants to get this 11 into Africa. I would not be surprised if they slam one of these stacks in order to consolidate their troops. I'm going to add a couple here. Oh, actually, I'm going to add 1 there, and I'm going to add 2 here. I'm going to try to slowly migrate this 10 stack away from my Japan position. Hopefully one of these stacks in Ukraine and Middle East moves, so I can continue to create distance between my own positions. Sitting on 34 troops with 4 cards. I am 4th in total troops, but I am in a pretty good position in terms of being well spread out, and I will get the highest trade. Oh, purple skips a card. Very nice move by purple there. So purple positions themselves now to be the highest card trade. I like that move a lot. Yeah, purple playing well. They did take a continent, but they also have a strong position, a strong exterior in Ukraine, and they have another exterior in Kamchatka. They're also skipping a card showing awareness of the situation. Let's see what yellow does. Now white, if they're feeling really greedy, could skip for a second time. Now, yellow is oblivious to the situation. Best there was to skip and get the highest trade. Probably we see white simply take a card, given that people have caught on to his first skip. So as it will end up playing most likely, green will get the 4 trade, yellow will get the 6, white will get the 8, I will get the 10, and purple will get the 12. So a little bit of interesting shifting around in the card order here. It seems like yellow may not know that they have to fortify. This is the second time they've let their clock run out in the fortification stage. So yellow's clearly a newer player. Green's clearly a newer player. White consolidates their troops in Asia. They do get a card. I'll get a card too. And I think it makes sense for me to remove this position of purples. It does make sense to remove stronger players' exteriors to make them easier to kill. One hesitation I have about this move is that it might provoke a reaction from purple with their 14 stack. The other thing it does is it moves my 9 closer to my 10 in North America. They're only separated by a single 1. So I think I'm not going to do that. I'm going to add a couple troops here because there's a lot of stuff going on in the center of the board. I'll add another one here, and I'll just simply get a take in North America. Sitting on 36 troops with 5 cards. Tied for, oh, not tied for, in a clear 4th place over green and yellow. It looks like they're rolling out their stack in Kamchatka, so they don't really care about that position. If I were them, I would probably go for a more balanced approach, holding another position in Northeast Asia, as well as one in Central to Eastern Europe. I might want to position my 19 stack in somewhere like Scandinavia, and then have maintain this stack, this 2 stack in Yakutsk. It's fun to say. Yellow breaks green. Yellow goes bad neighbor. This will more than likely provoke a reaction from green. Not a good play. Now, if I were white, again, I would want to be consolidating these 2 positions, because green is going to want to be coming into their 23, or they might just attack directly with it towards yellow. But green is probably going to look for some retribution here. Which is why that is not a good play from yellow. Although yellow is quite strong, they can probably beat green in a war. There's no reason to get into useless wars in progressive at this stage of the game. Usually, when you go for a kill, you want to kill your opponent outright. You don't want to give them an opportunity to respond. You just want to kill them and take their cards. Again, yellow forgets to fortify. Clearly a newer player. So white sets, they get the 8 coming up here on the later rounds of the later portion of round 1 of card trading. After the first round of card trading is usually when things start to heat up. So white looks like they're consolidating into 2 positions now. But they make the mistake of not having 2 large stacks, but rather they have 4 stacks, 2 of which they have 2 pairs of stacks, basically, which is, you basically don't get the benefit of being able to kill your opponents that way, because it's harder to kill your opponents with a 13 and a 6 than it is with a single 19. I trade, and I get the 10. Could move into Middle East, but I don't think that would be very beneficial because I'm kind of up against a wall here. So I think I'll try to maintain my positions more or less where they are. I'm going to take there in North America, and then I'll split the rest of my troops evenly. Oops, almost running out of time here. Gotta move. Sitting on 51 troops with 3 cards. I do not have a set on 3. Again, looking for 3 of all the same or 3 all different. So purple will set and they get the 12. At this point in the game, you start to look for who is the fishy player. Who is the player who I can eat for their cards. There isn't anybody that's very low on troops. If anybody, it's green. Green has only 38 troops on 3 cards, and they're clearly they clearly have the lowest troop count. But they do have a set on 3, so green sets and gets the 15, and now they might slam yellow. Looks like they're going to retake their Africa, but they won't be able to retaliate in full force against yellow. So because green was able to trade in on 3, they are no longer the fish, so to speak. Yellow trades and gets the 20. Where does this 20 go? Just gets to take in Asian passes. Or not. It's a purple 2. I like to see that because it means purple has 1 fewer exterior, so that's good. Everybody has a set on 3 this round. White trades in. What does white do with this set? I am now the fishiest player. I have the best ratio of cards to troops. Let's see what white does. It's not going to be possible for them to kill me with that split. So they consolidate. They do. Okay. Interesting. Can white kill me? That's what I want to know. And if so, how do I evade it? For white to be able to kill me, they'd need to get this stack in North America, which is the hardest one for them to get. Because of that, I'm going to add to that one and try to keep that one alive most of all. I'm going to take off my stack in Japan. Back. What's that? No set on 4 either. Oh no. That is often the kiss of death in these progressive games. you do the math, you have about a 1/3 chance to get a set on 3, and you have about a 2/3 chance to get a set on 4. A set on 5 is guaranteed. But I do not have a set on 4, which means if I get a card next turn, I'll be sitting on 5 cards, which is very likely a profitable kill for somebody if they can get it. Now the question is, who can kill me? White probably can't, as they're currently positioned, but we'll see how they reposition next turn. Purple probably could. Let's see what's going on here. So purple could go north of the 17 stack and kill the 15 that way. They could kill my 18 right here pretty simply, but it would be hard for them to get through the 16 because they're locked. This position in China, they can't attack through their own territory. Okay, I think white is lining up to kill me now. So white can come up through this way. They can take out this 15, and they can take out the 14 next. They can come up from, use the 16 to take out the 18. So the hardest thing for them to get is the stack here in Afghanistan. So that's the one that I will prioritize. And I will simply get a take North America and pass and hope that I survive one more round. It doesn't look good. Does not look good. I'm sitting on 5 cards, which makes me a very juicy kill. The set is currently at 30. So it's pretty profitable to kill me. If I had had a set on 4, I definitely would have traded just to protect myself. But the ratio of number of cards I'm holding to the number of troops that I have that you need to kill to hit me is pretty high right now, so that's not ideal. Good news for me is that white needs to go through, he needs to win an 18v21 in order to kill me. Or actually they can probably double tap. So they can probably take this 49, come all the way around through Japan and into China, take out Siam here and India. What's yellow doing? Is yellow going to kill purple? Yellow's going to try to kill green. And he does it. Okay. Yellow kills green. So I'm not last. That's good. I'm not sure that was a profitable move from yellow, because green only had 3 cards and something like 60 troops or 70 troops. So definitely not a profitable move from yellow. They do get the kill. Now that the board is much more open, it's going to be far easier for green to kill me, or for white to kill me, because these green stacks where some of the loose players closed up. Yellow breaks purple. Now at this point it might be easier for green to kill purple, maybe? Hopefully? That's what I'm hoping. Probably they kill both and they simply win the game. Yeah, if I'm white, I'd kill me. I'd probably kill me first. Well, let's see what they do. They're gonna go up through this way. You have to make a kill. Oh, big mistake from white there. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Now I can probably kill purple. Yeah, I kill purple, and then I set again because I'll be at 7 cards. Let's try something like this to start, and the rest here. Excellent. I kill purple, I get their 5 cards. Can I kill yellow? Shoot. Let's add them. Shoot. Should I kill white? Let's kill white. It's a little bit too close. I can't quite kill white. Oh wait, actually I can. Can I? Let's try it. I remove my best opponent, and I get their cards. I'll be able to set again, and I should be able to win the game. That's good there. Let's put the rest here, I guess. Let's place this stack here. More. Oh, I meant to use the 20 stack there. That's unfortunate. Shouldn't matter though. I should clean up this game pretty easily. Just move this 20 stack here. And sitting on 5 cards. Oh, yellow sets. But they should not have enough to kill me. I do have a set on 5, of course. As long as yellow doesn't win this turn, I will win this game. Will they be able to win? That's the question. They made a pathing error there. They should have pathed through Japan. Now they're going to have to do an unnecessary split. You should just keep going. Oh, just keep going. It's not going to be enough. I have 14 troops, and they have fewer than that on their attacking stack, so they break Australia. Okay, now it's a game of speed. So I'm going to set. Let's get the Japan bonus, even though it's locked. Add 4 there. 1 more. Rest here. Take the entire board. Let's go this way. We should have the game now. That's how we take it down, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Well played. Good game. Boom! That's how you win a progressive game of Risk. Eating people for their cards, trading, chaining kills. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That was a fun game. Defeating a master, an expert, and 2 beginners. If you enjoyed that, hit the like button and subscribe to Poly Games, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.